here at the social media headquarters have been getting a lot of fan mail about people loving censorship and wanting more of it. But just in case you're in a place of confusion about the helpfulness of our censorship policies, I'm here to help you think correctly. You see, what you may not realize is that free speech is actually pretty dangerous. It can lead to things like freedom, fair elections, and empowerment. So we've transformed how we run social media to put in place some powerful and exciting policies to provide protection for you from the dangers of free speech. So please join me here to review our updated community guidelines that you'll love to be told to follow. Or else. You have freedom of speech when you repeat what's in line with the narrative that we propagate. And you can rest assured that it's a narrative based on absolute truth, because we're trying to play God over you. You may speak about health conditions when it's done so out of fear, dread, and panic. You may not speak about health conditions in any other light. You may speak about experimental treatments when it's done so out of excitement to get in line to be a guinea pig. You may not speak about experimental treatments when it's in any other light. You're allowed to see only what we want you to see. Right, Jack?
We have very clear policies on the conduct we enable on the platform.
Incredibly clear. And spoken like a warm, loving human, I might add. If you see information published by an enemy of the people before our censors have a chance to erase it, our fact checkers will let you know that you didn't see what you just saw. Trust us. For example, if you saw this video from Georgia of poll workers being told to leave the room, and then this suitcase filled with ballots being pulled out from under a table, our fact checkers would gladly correct this misinformation by letting you know, and I quote, "Fact check. Video from Georgia does not show suitcases filled with ballots suspiciously pulled from under a table. Poll watchers were not told to leave." As you can clearly see, you saw wrong, probably because you're mentally ill. So we corrected you. And you're welcome. You'll want to understand that the leftist agenda, translated from 2020 language, the socialist progressing into the communist agenda, is fed to the mainstream media. And that's what you're allowed to repeat here on social media. Because everyone believes what they hear and then repeat and hear others repeating. So yeah, getting you to believe things that aren't believable is what we at social media are doing now. If you share ideas that are contrary to the socialist propaganda that we exclusively allow, we'll threaten to silence you by deplatforming you. Then your role is to be afraid and self-censor into enslavement of the one true narrative that we allow. Then by continuing to be on the platform, you'll think you still have a voice, when in actuality, you'll have given up your voice to stay on our platform. But if you're accidentally choosing bravery and exercising your freedoms and true voice, then we'll deplatform you. It's a bit of an ethnic cleansing of thought on our platform. While you're allowed to spread the approved messages, you're also allowed to spread misinformation about anybody who opposes the socialist agenda. When people are representing actual truth and freedom, you're allowed to interpret that as misinformation and attack them. And we encourage that. With these new and, dare I say, very improved community guidelines in mind, just remember, we're here to protect you. Because unlike some misinformation out there says, we're not here to control you, we're here to protect you. You can trust the social media dictators because they have human hearts and your best interest in mind. Right, Mark?
I do not know.
Sounds like a yes to me. You already knew these things were happening in communist China, Russia, and North Korea. And now you know they're happening here. Except they're in English. Obedience is next to godliness. And we, as your gods, will be happy to continue protecting you from what we tell you you're afraid of. We'll just need your continued obedience. What's up, my friend? Here's a quick thought for you. If you're worried about being enslaved by the corrupt, then you must wake up to how you've enslaved yourself to the media, social media, and being protected because those are the ways the corrupt enslave you. One other thing, the social media platforms, most recently Facebook, as you can see here, are getting very serious about deplatforming me. Now here's my pledge to you. I will not silence myself out of fear of being deplatformed. Yet I'll invite you to follow me on the new platform, Parler. Why? Because it's a censorship-free platform, and that's where I need to be in order to voice what I need to voice to the weirdos like you that want to see my content. My username on Parler is @AwakenWithJP. Look forward to seeing you there.
Let me just add a couple things. We're going to have to move away, apparently, from YouTube. It's very convenient. It was good for years and years, but it's really become unbearable. You're all smart people. I'll just give you two other options. There's Parler, NewTube, and Rumble, and there's probably more. I'm not aware of all these other ones, and let me just suggest some other channels to watch to get to the real news. I'll just read you a list. Stand by. One is NTD. Another one is Newsmax. Another one, Conservative Resurgence. Crosshairs, Joshua Philipp. OAN, that's One America News. Liberal Hive Mind. Epic Times. Sound of Hope. Dinesh D'Souza. Tony Heller. Sky News Australia. Right Side Broadcasting. Eye Opener with Michael Lewis. Wide Angle. Blaze TV. Frontline America. Zooming In with Simone Gao. Viva Fry. He's the Montreal litigator. Awaken with JP, you just saw. Golden State Times. Johnny Bravo. Beyond the Noise with David Zhang. Ron Paul. Rudy Giuliani. And there's others. Just keep looking. I mean, we're really living in unbelievably dangerous times, in my opinion. Okay, thank you for watching this here. Thank you. Bye.